Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I have been particularly busy just with life in general and with playing Elden Ring and Beat Hazard 3, which just came out of early access, and I highly recommend you check it out, especially if you're like me and you're a big-time music aficionado. You will have a lot of fun, I guarantee. We are back, and today we are going to be using Prickly Ballet for the Signature Arcana Spotlight series. So here's the thing, I really like Prickly Ballet as just a spell. Like, I think it's a fantastic crowd control spell. However, when you use it as a signature, I'm gonna hope that I can figure out what's up with this spell as a signature. But as of right now, and I know some people are going to disagree with me, but I'm sorry, I just don't like it as a signature. It's a wonderful spell just for general use, don't get me wrong, but the signature just doesn't do enough to justify signature spell status. And it just feels like beyond underwhelming, it feels unnecessary. Like, this is a spell that they clearly turned into a signature just to round out the numbers. Which is fine, but it doesn't mean that it's a particularly strong signature spell. I just want you all to understand that no matter what I end up saying in this video, I do very much like it as just a spell. I think it does a fan-freaking-tastic job at what it does. But I don't think it's enough to justify a signature slot. But I thought that about Toxic Bolas too, and was pleasantly surprised when I turned out to be, I'm not gonna say wrong, just misinformed. So let's see if that ends up being the case here as well, where a little bit of experimentation could go a long way. So we're going to take that, we're going to take that. Let's take our lovely little defensive buffer wall here, and what do we use as our basic? Well, with so much that's forward-facing in my arsenal, it might be a good idea to take Air Spinner. But I'm going to take Bolt Rail. Aha! I have subverted your expectations! And speaking of expectations, we're doing Jazz again. Now, I believe that's twice. If we roll it one more time, then we're doing Player's Choice afterwards. Now, I will say that, for the most part, you kind of want to be running Prickly Ballet with a setup that's going to play to its strengths, so lots of hits is usually better off for a critical hit build. I'd say the Hope Robe is plenty fine for it. We're going to have ourselves a bit more of a balanced build, but this is definitely something you would look at and go, yeah, that seems like critical hit focus. Alright, now I don't necessarily need to start anywhere specifically, but I think we're going to start with Atlas. Mostly because we have a good number of spells that Atlas and his mooks are going to resist. So I just kind of want to get that out of the way, just right off the bat. Alright, so obviously, Prickly Ballet is the spell that summons the Dancing Cactus. And fortunately for us, it doesn't count as a projectile. So, one of the suggestions that I had heard about how to use Prickly Ballet's signature cast properly has to do with making sure that the enemies you're trying to hit with it are at the epicenter of the dancing couples. Which, yeah, it kind of works. The problem is, when they go to move away, then the enemy is just left in a gap. So the obvious solution there is, well, why don't you use it against an enemy that's up against a wall, Darksage? Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. You can do that against any enemy. Like, it doesn't have to be... I guess I shouldn't say any enemy. That's not necessarily what I meant, but you could do that anytime. By the way, yes, I do want the Dragon Arc upgrade. I just want to... Oh, that was smart. Glad I did that. Okay, clearly I'm a little out of practice, so sorry if my performance looks a little embarrassing. Tell you what, though, I'm doing great in Elden Ring. Okay, so we definitely want that. Well, that's not gonna boost my signature, though. Whatever. Take that. And we might come back for the chainmail, I'm not sure yet. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, we definitely want the strongman's hammer. Finding it this early in the game, like, that's not even up for debate. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and grab this. I kind of think I might want Shattering Strike. It's not one of those things that... You know what? Maybe what I actually want is Tidal Blast. I think that's the better option. There, that wasn't so bad. Wow. That is, though. Like, who in their right mind would use that seriously? Also, my apologies to anyone who just got offended, like, Darksage, I use exclusively a poison build, and I will not have you look down upon my darling. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Yes, the best way to eke the most damage out of the signature cast of Prickly Ballet possible is to essentially cast it right on top of an enemy and let the four dancers converge. But that still makes a big open gap in the spell, and it does make it difficult to get a lot. Well, it doesn't make... Again, I'm saying the wrong words. I apologize. It doesn't necessarily make it difficult, but that does leave a big gap in the middle. Which is why the advice of using it close to a wall is kind of the means by which to increase its ability. Because the idea is that some of the dancing couples will end up... not moving and therefore cause the most damage. And yes, that does work. But it also works normally as well, as you can see. So what the signature version basically does is makes what you're already using, a little bit bigger. I know that there are some people that really like using the signature of this spell. I'm just not sure I 100% understand the idea myself. Especially since you're not necessarily taking Prickly Ballet for its damage, you're taking it to control mobs. I want... Also, thanks to being just a tiny bit out of practice, I'm getting beat up. That would be the lesson to learn for today is make sure you keep practiced. Not just in this, but just whatever you're doing in life. Make sure you stay practiced, make sure you keep yourself going. You don't want to lose the skills that you have because you just decided not to use them. Catalytic tonic. Doctor. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna grab it. There's a good chance I'm not even gonna use that. See, that's kind of what I mean, is that it doesn't combo super well, and it just kind of leave... It has gaps in it where higher level bosses can break out of the... can break out of their stun because of that gap that's left in the middle. Now, obviously, what we have here is good for crowd control. I would just struggle to say that it's a good boss killer. I just don't think it is. Okay, there's two things here that I want. I am going to... I'm gonna wait to see if there's... there's anything else I want to spend my money on. For example, the Tidal Blast upgrade would be nice, so would the Bolt Rail upgrade. Getting plenty of opportunities to signature cast, though, so thanks to this build for being very good at what it does. Yay, a big giant room with 4 knights. Woo! Man, I can feel the sweat pouring off of my brow already. Okay, actually, I don't think there's anything here I want. Like, admittedly, the volatile gemstone would be really good for getting more signatures. Honestly, I probably should just grab it, because again, the damage is not necessarily what this signature is all about. And hey, if I find the Curse Eater's mask, all the better. Because everyone say it with me now, more chance for critical hits. Alright, and... well, we're not getting anything upgraded because Iris is feeling like being a toxic little pimple. Isn't that right, Iris? Yeah, it's what you deserve. And we'll grab this in case I find the magic wand. So I think this kind of goes without saying, but because of how Prickly Ballet works, it is a very good combo tool. You just want to not take things that are necessarily going to knock enemies out of the combo, at least not until towards the end of the ballet. I'm not trying to sound like I'm negative on the spell itself. I'm really not. It's just the signature cast just kind of doesn't have as much utility as I would like. I think during... yeah, we'll just do it again for no reason. During regular fights, sure. But during bosses, it just... again, its best use is as a combo tool. You use it to... set enemies up for bigger damage from the rest of your spells. Okay, at this point I really don't need the Megalodon too. The volatile gemstone is making it so that I get tons and tons of signatures. So yeah, Megalodon Tooth, don't need it. Matter of fact, let's just drop it so I can pick up the sturdy wooden easel. Everything else here is, situational, so we'll leave it behind. And no, situational is not another word for garbage. If I had a movement-based build, I would definitely take the soccer cleats. Wow, we are just not getting anything upgraded. Iris, I have 3 spells that could be being upgraded right now. Like, it's like not even cleverly hidden. I have three spells with gray boxes. We could turn those into blue boxes, Alright. Oh, hey, Magician's outfit. Sweet. So not only are we getting a nice, handy 20% damage boost with no downside now, but we also look dapper as fuck. And honestly, isn't that the most important part? Just double checking. Okay, we're good. Why, yes, that was kind of overdoing it. Alright, Empress, let's do this. And there you go, combo tool. So when it comes time to rank this one, I don't even know where I'm gonna rank it. Because like I said, as a signature, I'm left kind of questioning about the actual utility of its signature cast. But everything else about it is just fine. Like the... Hello, sir. Take my money. Like, the normal spell is fantastic. It's a great combo tool, it's a great crowd control tool. Like, I have nothing negative to say about the spell in and of itself, it's just the signature cast is a little dumb. Oh hey, she's finally gonna help me upgrade some of my stuff. That took long enough. Alright, so we want that, and we want that. And no, I'm not worried about trading anything. You know, in all reality, I don't think there's anything else I actually want. Well, wait, Hunter's Satchel. Yeah, there's nothing else here I want, so you know what? Let's just go ahead and end the floor. There we go. Got 2 sets of dancing couples on the floor. It's perfect. Because you see, the man in the back, he said everyone attack, and then it turned into a ballroom blitz. Shit, maybe that's what I'll call the episode. Oh, okay, hold on. Where did all this aggression come from? And yeah, I know it's their job to stop me, but come on. And I hadn't even made it all the way into that hallway, and they were just like, man, screw this dude! I hate the way he always chews his food with his mouth open! Which, by the way, if you know anyone who does that, tell them to kindly stop. It's disgusting. It's a bad habit, and they shouldn't be falling into those traps. Okay, well that's useless. Do that. Wow, okay, that was short. Get out of here, you. Wow, she just doesn't want to upgrade my dash. She really wants me to buy a sword, though. Like, why is it so important to you that I buy a sword? Also, I forgot, I wanted to switch that around. And I just got airborne slammed. That's not nice. Thank you, dancing friends. I appreciate my dancing cactus. My only complaint is that they're just random cactus dancers and not cactars. We should be good. I know some of you out there really like Prickly Ballet's signature cast, and I'm not saying that there are no uses for it. I never said that once in the entire episode. I'm just saying it's a little bit of a confused boy. Now, on the other hand, with this build, it's working great because we're just getting off so many. There's just dancing couples all over the place. And that reminds me, if you've got that special someone that you want to spend some time with, maybe take them out dancing. I bet they would appreciate it. Alright. I mean, yeah, I could buy this to add to... And you know what? I'm going to. Just because it's there and I want to. Alright, that was nice and fast. Ah! So one thing I definitely won't deny about the signature cast, though, is its nice wide range. It's good for clearing rooms, as well as for catching bosses that move around a lot. I know that's pretty much just Sura, but I mean, you can hit other bosses while they're moving around, you're just not going to stun them. So just something to keep in mind. Also, this was a pretty fast clear, at least for the way that I play the game. So, you know, there's that. This was a fun one, actually. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of the signature cast, there's no denying that just the spell in and of itself is deserving of quite a bit of recognition for helping to clear out rooms, to keep enemies off your back. Like, it's good. Oh, it's also good for triggering the Hunter Satchel items, because you're scoring a lot of hits, and that does mean plenty of chances to hit them with status effects, so lots of positives about the Prickly Ballet. Definitely offsetting that low damage by just being a wide-ranging, long-lasting series of needly goodness. But I think that's all I've got for you today, so thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.